So the last weapon I have is this Mills Bomb Mark II, I believe. So, yep, like it says, hand grenade. Contrary to popular belief, these groups in it were not originally designed for fragmentation. They were designed to give it a better grip, because it was designed around about the First World War and trenches and that sort of thing. But it also gave a splintering effect, which was also very useful. So, if these were in combat, you'd see these little things here. They would be shorter, so that you'll be able to pull the pin easier rather than having to bend them out, then pull the pin. And so these had first off, when they were made, they had a 7-second fuse. They then found out during the First World War that the Germans would throw them back, so they reduced it to, I think, 4 seconds. So yeah, it was really the mainstay hand grenade of the British Army, from the First World War right through to the 1960s, I believe. So you would have the gunpowder added through this hole here, and there would be the detonator. So what happens is, this is a resin replica, don't worry about it. Oh, no, we've been on it. Resin, so you'd also unscrew that, and that would also allow you to take out and inspect the inner workings as well. So pull the pin, good, and then you take your finger off this. This bit would then fly up and fly away, leaving this bit here to go down into the grenade, setting the whole thing off. So yeah, and as it's a resin one, it doesn't happen. But you can get deactivated ones, but they're like £50, and I don't want to spend that much on a hand grenade. So yeah, so that is basically the weapons. So I will now move on to webbing. So the general equipment that the British Army used during the Second World War was the Pat 37 equipment, certainly which is designed by, I believe it was M.E. & Co., which is Mills Equipment and Company. Mills Equipment Company. So yeah, they've been developing stuff all through the interwar period, but the British government have been kind of saying no, don't worry about it. They naively thought that there would be no more wars after the First World War. So yeah, and then they suddenly realised in the 1930s, holy moly, there's going to be another war. So they then rather quickly got their act together, and they then started to produce equipment. So yep, the webbing for during the Second World War was the Pat 37 webbing for the majority of the war. However, at the beginning of the war, because the webbing really went into production in about 1938, I believe, from what I read. 1938, late 1938 to 1939. It meant that due to it being so late then, that the British Expeditionary Force in 1940, quite a lot of them were actually in the old 1908 pattern and webbing, and wore the old 1908 service dress style uniforms. So yeah, and if you just look up Dunkirk pictures, you can see all some soldiers in First World War kit still. So yeah, I won't talk about that much because this is meant to be about D-Day, D-Day equipment. So I've got 3 sets of webbing. This is my main set of webbing that I have. It's just kind of the standard enlisted man or NCO's webbing. So as mechanized warfare would have been designed, the webbing was designed with the idea that they shouldn't be much below the belt, because if there is much below the belt, then you won't be able to sit down easily. So it's all kept quite close to the waist. So yeah. So let's get on and talk about the equipment. So, with the introduction of the brain gun, because it had such a small magazine capacity and it was Gothic Line ammunition, they thought that it would be easier if some of the riflemen could actually carry the magazines for it. So they scrapped the old 1908 pattern webbing with the rifle cell patches, which looked similar to this. They scrapped that, and well, for the majority, and they created these. So these are kind of like general service Pat 37 patches. So these could carry either 2 brain gun magazines, as shown here, or they could have 4mm bombs in them, or they could have 50 rounds of 303 in the charged clips that I showed you before, or they could have 2 2-inch mortar shells, or yeah, I think it was 2 or 3 2-inch mortar shells, or they could have this, which is 2 rolled up disposable Bandoliers. They were designed to be disposable, but I wouldn't really dispose of them because they're pretty useful. So you could wear them like this, and then you could carry more ammunition in those pouches if you wanted to. So yeah, I'll talk about these now. This is the early wartime pattern one, Bandolier, because you can see it's got this little hook. Yeah, it's got some post-war markings on it, which I believe means that it was issued to someone with an SLR. This one here, though, is the later war variant, and it's got the poppers. So yeah, and it's also got a post-war stamping on it there, but you can, however, see here it says 1945. I won't see that, but it says 1945 there. So each cell could hold 2 clips, .303 ammunition, and they would be sitting like that. So I mean, just 2 clips, and so these ammo patches could also have clips sitting like that, and also the ammo pouches could also take, they could also have 2, 3 I believe, Stain gun magazines. However, I don't have Stain gun magazines, so I have anti-40 magazines, like I described before, because the Stain gun helmet's not inaccurate. It's 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. But they did also provide specialist Stain gun ammunition patches, which were divided. Which had dividers, but it wasn't really compulsory to have dividers. So yeah, they also, I'll just tell you something about the brain gun as well, whilst we're talking about automatics. So here are two unissued, pristine arrow pouches. So these are bone gun ammunition pouches. So what would happen is both of these would have been connected originally by two things. One, a strap that would just go around there, and two, a big thick strap that went over like that. And then what would happen is you'd have that looped over your head. They'd be resting here that allow the gunner or number 2 loader or whatever to have them. So to have more ammunition, so to be more effective in combat. So that's that. Since the ammunition pouch is covered, I'll cover my other sets later on, just because it's going to be slightly easier. So down here you can see I have my water bottle, my canteen. There are two variants of this canteen. There's this variant of the canteen, which was the later war one, which is known as having a skeleton cover. And then there's the earlier war variant, which was more like the First World War variant, which had a full webbing cover. These also came into use and were produced during the war as well, but they were all slightly less used because I have a 1945 dated one. So that's the water bottle. The canteen, I'm not going to get this out because it's absolutely devil to get back in. But it's attached to the belt to the kind of belt and ammunition pouches by two cross straps, which I'll get into later. So here I have my intervention tool, and here I have my light assault gas mask, and I also have my bayonet poking out underneath here. You might have seen me trying to struggle to get in, wondering what the hell he's doing. So yeah, I'll first go over the gas mask. So this is known as the light assault gas mask, and it replaced the service respirator. Yep, this was the old gas mask that they had during the well, I believe it was in the First World War, and it was also used in this was used in the Second World War as well. And so with this, you would wear it over your head like this, and then you tighten it up and have it like that. And then what you could also do is untie the string and have it wrapped around your body. But I'm not going to do that because reason to do that. But it replaced this because this was quite costly. You could also wear it on your hip as well. So like that. Let's put on some more like that. But anyway, I'll just show you the reason why they got rid of this. One of the main reasons they got rid of this was because it had this long big tube, and then if this tube got broken or damaged or whatever, then you're in a big trouble. So inside here I just got the general thing. So first off, I've got some glasses, and these will be issued for use in gas masks, I believe. So like that, and just wear them on your nose like that. I'm not going to do that because they're not my prescription and they really mess with my eyes. So in that you'd also have one of these, which is anti-dimming ointment, and you'd also have one. You might have one of these in this. This is more commonly seen in with the light assault gas mask. In the back section of this, there is also two sections here, which would have eye shields in. And eye shields basically do what they say on the tin. They are basically just for use, I believe, against the irritant gas. So yeah, anti-gas eye shields Mark III, it says there. Try and get one out for you to see. These are all unissued, so I don't really want to mess with them. But anyway, yeah. Well, obviously they'd be unused because we didn't use gas in the Second World War. We came very close to using gas, very, very close. Because if Germany had invaded, we'd have gassed them on beaches. Which would have been an incredibly stupid move, because the Germans had massive stocks of gas, and they would have just gassed us, which would have been even worse. So, anyway, back onto the light source gas mask. Now, how it changed was it could be actually physically fixed to the webbing. So that with this, it also eliminated this big filter too. I forgot to mention. So you didn't have to have this going like this up against the chest or boom, boom, boom against the side. It was actually physically fixed to the webbing, and I'll show you that later when I take this off. And it was also fixed around you like this. So yeah, it also had an easier opening system, closing system. So you just do that. It's out. Also, you don't have to be pulling on poppers, and so therefore it makes it easier. Let's take on and off. So here it is. This is just obviously an original one. So it mimics the German gas mask in the sense that it has the filter actually fixed to the gas mask, rather than having a tube fixed going from the gas mask to the filter. So yeah, the Russians, I believe, stuck with the filter external nose thing. So yeah, this is really a mix match of all different parts, because I mean this says that it was made in 1945, the filter, and then this back part here says it was made in 1953, and then the inside says it's made in 1941, and it's all different mismatching parts, but it's pretty good. Now, the person who owned it during the war, I believe, or slightly post-war, not sure, attached his own disc tag to it. I won't zoom in because I don't want to give the guy's details away, but yeah, he was a lieutenant in the, I think it says the Canadian Royal Navy, I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever. This also had the place for the gas, for the eye shields, which were just on the back here. So here's the eye shield cover. This was the original one that came with this. It had been used, but looks probably during somewhere hot. And what they used to do with these, because they knew they were never going to use them in gas, they would take them out and they would use the eye shields as protection, because they provided tinted versions for the North African campaign. And quite rightly so, and I could understand them wanting to use them more in the African campaign, because the Italians used gas against the Abyssinians, so they figured it would be more likely to be used there. So here is my better condition anti-dimming cream. Mark 7. So what you do is you'd unscrew that end and it'd have a cloth in. I'm not going to do it, and then you basically just wipe yourself down, wipe all your hands and your face, just to make sure it wasn't you weren't infected with the gas or whatever, and that is it fixed in the bottom of this. I don't know how I'm going to show you this, but don't know if you can see that, but at the very back of that, on what would be the base, it has a little compartment with a popper holding the anti-stinging ointment in place. So, yeah. Gas mask bag is dated 1944, with the strap, I also believe, being from 44 also. So, yeah, you can see, here's the date, 1944, I think. You should be able to see that. That's the series respirator. Now, finally, last part of the webbing is my backpack. Or that is a small pack. That's a small pack. So, the Pattern 37 small pack was could be worn in two places. It could be worn either on the back, like this, attached to the top of the ammo pouches via these things which are called L-straps, which hook onto the top of the ammo pouches, or it could be worn in a satchel form with a cross strap, so it looks like this. Don't believe this is really accurate, so what? Be worn like that. As you can see, it has hooks on the sides, or it could be worn fixed to the end of the webbing, the cross strap pieces, and so I would sit here. And then you'd have Pattern 37 large pack, which is this. This would then be on your back, attached usually by the Y straps, and then these straps here would go over the front, and you could fix your helmet to the front, and that would be for marching order. So yeah, this was usually less commonly seen, because this would be really for marching order. But it was still seen in the field, but not as much as a Pattern 37 small pack. So yeah, I'll go and take off the small pack and show you the contents. So easily it's slipped off like this. It's still very cramping. So now here are the L straps. Here are the hooks to hook onto the top of the ammunition pouches. It still retained the basic kind of First World War pattern, but it kind of had smaller buckles here and down here. So yeah, L-straps are called L-straps because, believe it or not, they look like an L. So that can be fixed on the buckles here and here to a cross strap. So it would look, like I said before, like this. So there and there. So I will just open this and show you the contents.
Would you please oblige us with the Brendan? We're getting awfully tired of drawing lots. Today we had a shipment of some various equipment, and just for a prank they sent us a tank that ties itself.
So it was divided into several sections. Now this isn't supposed to be in here. It could be in here though. This is a voltmeter pack which is used to a case for a voltmeter, which you're used to measure the average in things such as telephone cable or electric charges or whatever. No idea what date it is, but yeah, that'll be probably worn on the pack for its own belt like that. It's divided into 3 sections. So it has the bit here for the mess tin, here for the water bottle, and then the back part for your personal effects. So the back part would have things like this. These are what you'd call a housewife, some people call them hussifs. So these are basically just contain all your buttons, sewing equipment, etc. Stuff you need in case your uniform breaks, etc. Stuff like that. So as you can see with this one, a load of pins, needles and stuff. Some insignia, an original home guard, shoulder flash, of course, some thread, and there's some buttons as well in here. So I will show you basically the inside of this now. So sorry about this, it's very hard to do. So there. I also have the original square as well, and these I believe will for the home guard, and these were for years of service. I'm not sure if they used them in the army or not, but one of these meant one strap went 1 year service, and we were on there, 2 meant 2 years of service. So yeah, and obviously the home guard was disbanded in 1944, so yeah. So there's that. I have the second housewife I have, the French housewife. Very similar though. More the German style. This is post-war, I believe. Still has some original kind of thread. So yeah, and it does up basically. They both do up the same way. Do up by just tying this. So yeah, and other things in the back of it. So here I have a mug. No jokes about mugs. So yeah, just standard tin mug. And this was either kept in here or it could be kept on the outside of the pack by doing this. It's quite often seen. Worn like this. The problem with it being worn like this is that running around, it's basically saying I'm here. So and it would be a bit of an alarm call really. Stitches, and that was quite a big problem with soldiers. They'd often put them on things like their cups on the outside of their pack, so they can easily reach them. If they saw water, they could just dip it in and drink. And it happened so much that in the American Civil War, the whole Union troops, I believe it was, they were advancing towards some Confederates. One man had left his cup on the thing, so it went ding, 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 and then the officer went and basically beat the man who did it up. So yeah, here I have what is known as a camouflage net. This would be worn over your helmet. I also have a piece of hessian that you'd put into it. So you wear this over your helmet. This is the original specimen. So you wear it over your helmet like this, and then you pull it tight with these. It's hard to show you wearing the helmet, but make sure this is all over the edge, all around there, like this, and then you would just pull the string to make it tight. And then it would look something like this over your helmet, and you can attach foliage. I never wear this because it is an absolute pain in the ass. Another thing I just got in here is a cross strap. Cross strap. All my kit that I've got for British is original, apart from my Bandoliers, and which I'll get on to later. Unless I say it's not original, it's original. I believe this isn't original. So yeah. Now, next thing in the kit compartment is this, which is a wash kit. So I have almost all the parts for this wash kit. I'm absolutely paranoid it's all going to fall to bits. So inside here you also have these, which is a knife and fork container. '41 dated. Unissued, I believe. It could be reprint. Anyway, I think it's original. Knife, fork, spoon, originals. 1940 dated this one. 1939 dated. And this one has no markings on it, but it's original kind of style. It's got an A there, which is being engraved by one of the users of it. So yeah, I'll just slide these back in. So that'd just be to keep them separate and stop them from sliding around, etc. So yeah, I'll move the camera around to try and show you what this looked like without it all collapsing all over the place. So at the end you would usually have a your shaving cream in its little pot, and you'd have your razor. This is original 45 dated razor that a guy very kindly gave me at a reenactment. So yeah, next to that I have a comb, just generic black comb, and plastic, common at the time. And they would all be, most of the things would be slotted into the little compartments here, and these bits are just here and here would cover them over, stop them from falling to bits. So next things I have are these, which are my button sticks. These were used to clean buttons. This is, I believe, the economy one. This is not the 1917 dated one. That's what 17 stands for. So button go through there, polish it, and it basically allows you to keep them on the uniform and use to polish them. So the economy version. As you can see, it saves a whole lot of time and process. It's also shorter, which means that you save just a little bit more. Next thing I have is a 1945 dated soap tin. These were commonly thrown away by the troops in the field.
At any rate, that is what we are going to try to do. That is the result of
Inside of it, I just got my old shaving foam lid. So yeah, there's that. And then next to it, I have mast powder. This is very useful because it was designed to stop troops getting pricked. There's a stamp on the back.
Under the end.
1940
We shall
dated.
fight in France.
You can see there.
We shall fight on the deep
So
ocean.
there's that.
We shall fight
Now
with growing confidence and
I
growing
think that
strength
is
in the
one
air.
of the last things I got. But there's
We
also
shall
this
defend our island,
more
whatever
sterilising
the cost may be. We shall fight on the
sterilisation tools.
beaches.
These are original
Fight on
and
the
they
landing
actually
ground.
have got stuff in.
We shall fight in the fields
So
and in the
I'll get down here.
We shall fight in the hills. We
So
shall
there's
never
2
surrender.
bottles, and you want to. It
Which I
has
do
the
not for a moment believe
instructions there.
this island,
So,
or a large part of it, was subjugated
Yeah, I think that
and
just managed to
starving,
fall out of my
and our empire beyond the seas, armed
wash kit.
and guarded by the British fleet.
There's that.
Carry on the struggle
And then
till in God's
one of the last things I have
new
is
world
just a
with
spare
all
one of
its
these
powers
back in my pack.
steps forth to the rescue
Do this up.
and the liberation.
Just get the back fancy breaking anything. And then I'm left with the water bottles and the mess kit. So water bottle, I replaced the cork with a bag cork. I do have another cork that I'm going to replace it with though. This is the cork that I was need to replace this with. It should look like that. So yeah. And so finally, here's my mess tin in this mess tin bag. So I think the bag's 1945 dated, I'm not sure. Anyway. Just look out the bag. This is 1953 dated. It's a matching set, which is quite good. See one over there. And then there's the other one. It's got the same serial number. So yeah, and this will fit inside that one. And that's all I really have to say. You could use them for and then they go inside nesting bag will then go inside there, and as you can see there's a few compartments, so that rounds off the kit bag.